Take it one day at a time. You might have goals for a few months from now or a few years from now. However, one day at a time, one little thing at a time. Whatever you want to do, whatever your goal is, whatever you're striving towards, just take it one little thing at a time. Let's say, for example, you want to exercise more, right? Start with a little walk if you've never exercised before. A nice walk, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The next week, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you want to lift weights, don't go too heavy all at once. Start with something very light. If you want to start reading, start with maybe a page or less, a paragraph. And then later on, you can move to chapters or 20 pages at once. However you want to do it. However, start with a little bit. When we try to dive into things all at once, that's what messes us up, right? A few years ago, I had a goal of waking up at 5 a.m. every day. Why? Because I saw online that it was really beneficial for you and there were so many benefits. And so I was like, oh, I want to do that too. Keep in mind, at the time, I would wake up at 9, 10. And this was back in the day, back when I was unemployed and I was lazy and I didn't know what the hell I was going to do with my life. I thought, oh, tomorrow I'm just going to start waking up at 5 a.m. and then I'm going to be successful. So what happened? The next day, I woke up at 5 a.m., right? Very unproductive day. Woke up at 5 a.m., didn't really do anything. I was just up. A few hours later, I took a nap, and that was basically my day. Nothing happened. What happened the day after that? I went back to waking up at 10 a.m. However, recently, the past couple of years, once I really started to understand this, once I really started to work on myself, I started off waking up at the time, I want to say 5, 6 a.m. And then I dialed it back a little bit. Instead of 6, 5:45, then 5:30, 5:15, then 5, right? Thinking about recently, just the past couple of months, I'm waking up now at 2 a.m. I hit the gym and then I go to work. I didn't start off like that. My job starts at 5 a.m., right? So I already had to wake up 4:30-ish, around there, so I can make it to work on time. So that's what I did. I woke up at 4. And then I started waking up at 3:30 so I can get a little bit of a meditation in. And then I would wake up at 3. And then I dialed it back to 2:30. And now 2. And I think that is the sweet spot for me. Waking up at 2. I'm able to get a little bit of a meditation, about 10 minutes. I'm able to go to the gym, hit a great workout. I'm able to change, go to work, do my job, come home, eat something healthy, and I fast throughout the day. So since the moment I wake up at 2 a.m., I only drink water and protein. I don't know if that would break my fast or not, but that's what I do. I drink protein after my workout and then just water for the rest of the day. And then I get home right around 3 or 4. And then I eat something very healthy with a lot of protein, chicken, meat, whatever it is, steak. And so I didn't just wake up and start doing all this. I didn't wake up and, oh, let me fix my life and everything was different. No, one step at a time. If you're trying to run 10 miles, you don't just start out running 10 miles, especially if you've never ran before. You start off with walking. You start with running 1 mile, then 2 miles, 3 miles, all the way to 10. And then you push past that. Let's say you have some kind of race or some type of a event where you have to run 10 miles. You don't run the 10 miles and then you stop. You push a little bit past that. Maybe 12 miles, 11 miles, maybe more, right? But you have to start with the basics. We cannot expect ourselves to just do everything all at once and be perfect at it. For example, if you want to play an instrument, let's say the piano, and you've never touched a piano, you can't expect yourself to jump on a piano and start playing the most beautiful sound known to man. Like, it doesn't work like that. You have to learn the keys. Then you have to learn whatever the keys are called, right? I'm not a musician, so I don't know. And then you eventually learn how to play a song, and then another song, and then another song. And now you can play 3 songs, right? So my point is, start with the bare minimum, even if it seems way too easy, right? When I was meditating a while ago, I started out with just a deep breath. That was it. That was my meditation. Doesn't sound like much, but you can imagine on some days I didn't even want to do that, as easy as it sounds. But then I'd remind myself, it's just a deep breath. I can do it. And then I'd do it, right? And then eventually I evolved to meditating for a minute, 2 minutes, all the way to 10 minutes, right? And beyond. I've had some sessions of meditation last at least an hour. So we have to start with something small, right? Have big goals, have big dreams. However, have a method, a plan on how you're going to get there, right? Because if you were to just pick up anything and be the best at it, where's the challenge? Where's the journey and learning and failing, messing up and trying again? That's the journey right there. And that's what it's all about. The journey, not the destination, right? A lot of times we're focused on that destination, that grand prize. However, it's the journey that really makes us who we are. So let's enjoy the journey. Let's be present. Let's love every second of it or hate it, right? Because have you ever had something that you struggled so much with, and then finally when you accomplish that thing, you just feel this weight come off. You feel incredible. You feel like it was all worth it. That's what we're after. However, it's the journey that matters most. So start with the journey. One thing at a time, right? Give yourself time to learn the basics. Master them. Be the best at the basics. And then move on. So let's get better and let's keep improving.